Hey, not bad. It's not a bad chance. Composure 3, 72% chance. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, I'm going to deduce something now. Success. The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that? Hey, why do you keep your hands folded? What do you mean, sir? She looks wary. Empathy. She knows where this is going. You can show them to me. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. What's going on here? The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. Empathy, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. It's okay. She brings out her reddened hands. Her nails are frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh. You bite your nails. And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? She shoots you a suspicious glance. There were a few other hints. Well, that proves nothing. Anyone can do an easy deduction like that. Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed. Suggestion. She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. Want more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic. Ooh. Mother's pressure. Rats. Child labor and dismal working conditions. Recycling your body material. Personal sacrifice. You're uptight. Oh man, it's rude to call somebody uptight, isn't it? You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you. Dismay flickers in her eyes. Maybe so, sir, she sighs. Okay, I know it's a bad habit and I shouldn't. Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town, and we hurt her feelings because we're awful. It was okay, sir. She's still got a rebellious streak. Good for her. Composure. There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same. Okay, you think so? Fine. Do better to do something about me. Oh, we're about to get wrecked. This girl is gonna wreck us so hard. You're quite sober, she snaps back quickly. The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort. And I'm having a grand time. I sure hope you are, sir. She rubs her red nose. There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow. Suggestion, medium. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Suggestion, because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before. Huh, hang on, so you know me? We've met before? Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. She sways back and forth on her feet. You've been running around for several days, talking about small churches and how everyone betrayed you, sir. Betrayed me? Small churches and everyone betrayed me. Did I ever talk to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. She looks at you intently. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. What do you mean better? I look like shit. Have you seen this face? Ugh. God. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore. Oh dear, I don't know what that means. Lieutenant, slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something. Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense. That's probably doing some kind of drugs. You know, I am looking for more speed right now, aren't I? I'm not surprised. Children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all. Party eyes? You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. She giggles at the thought. It certainly looks odd on a man. Composure, the swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Electrochemistry. Fuck yeah, you should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing. So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? I didn't know I had to do that. She looks puzzled. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today. I'm glad I could help you, sir. She smiles a wide, helpful smile. What is romance? It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? Not gonna happen. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. What about when both of the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between a bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man? Yes, that would be interesting. And what happens when everyone's poor? You know, like the real world. That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, sometimes you do have to write about real life things. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. Sounds nice. And what about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom? Maybe, yeah? You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb. No. I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. Pain threshold. You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower. I think we're currently sharing our own inner demons in our relationships at the moment. Yeah, and it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight. The girl is at a loss for words, each of you feeling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's life. She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable, each of you tearing at the other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart that still hurts ceaselessly. Oh my gosh, why do I do this to myself? Oh man, I'm killing myself, like literally. I'm sorry, sir, I don't know how to help you. Why can't you help me? I'm beyond help, right? Sorry, sir, I'm still little. She stumbles on her words. I can't. Oh, we gotta leave this poor girl alone. Volition, it's time to leave it be. You're about to make a child cry. Are you proud of yourself? Oh, man. I'm not proud. Not a single shred of pride remains in me. This is your tiny chance for redemption. Apologize. Little girl, I'm sorry I got agitated. I just can't handle things sometimes. Let's get back to books. Yes, sir. She blinks her eyes rapidly in confusion and relief. Okay, let's leave this poor girl alone now that we've, ruined her day. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and get to this, This coin-operated viewer has been banged up inoperable. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you collect these bottles and sell them? Why would I do that? To Roundabout North. To Cape Side Apartments, Martin A. Pier. So somewhere up here is where this pawn shop should be. Maybe? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Okay. Let's see. Items. It's only worth $3.20. Oh god. It's not even worth it. Secret passages. So we need to find a key to that damn blue door. Find smokes, inspect victim's body. Yeah, okay. So we haven't finished inspecting the body yet either then. Oh, hey, we're on the other side.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
She whispers.
My throat in my sleep.
You're not sleeping for one.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
No, why would you even say that? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Okay. Magnesium, +1 morale. Let's take a look at this real quick. Backyard wall. This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. 3%. Why am I looking at this wall? Impossible failure. You have no clue. It's just a wall, man. Shivers. So many walls all over Martin A. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling. Sometimes failures can be fun too in this game, so every once in a while I'm going to do something like that. Is there a map? Do I have a map somewhere, I wonder? I need to use a level up. I'm about to get another one. Let's put one into pain threshold. That stuck, right? Yes, it did. Okay. Chairs and tables eaten by rotten decay. There must be another way into the building. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Orange bum hat. Reaction speed and rhetoric. And a health thing. Cool. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Because of course, why wouldn't we? Okay, let's take a look at this hat real quick. Sweet beanie, bro. Okay, can't get in. Ooh, how do we get up here? Maybe that's a road up there that we can get to? Okay, can't get to that. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Ooh. A signal blue naval coat. Half light and suggestion. Where is half light? Okay, so these are in my strengths, too. So, what is my current jacket? Spirit Decor. So it takes one away from Half-Light and adds to Suggestion. I think I'm okay with that. Half-Light, let the body take control and threaten people. I don't necessarily want Half-Light to come forward on its own very often, I don't think. Suggestion is nice, so maybe we'll do that. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint Ghislain, roundabout north, okay. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Oh wow, yeah, it's running all the way down, huh? Is this the pawn shop? Southwest entrance to the tenements. A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. Knock. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. Knock again. Okay. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on. Who am I speaking
It
to?
don't matter who I am. Now, go on, get out of here.
Okay, you're gonna make me do it. This is the police. You open the door,
The
lady.
police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished. Kim, tell her we're real policemen.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully. There is no reply, just faint sweeping sounds inside. It was a good shot, Kim. It was a good effort. Good effort, man. Looks like there was more construction here once, a decade ago. Nice. More morale up. I need them. Should I just always max these out, I wonder? I don't actually know. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Ghislain, 33A. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Joyce Messier. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does the L stand for?
Leighton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat. Well, what gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
That's one way to do it, I suppose. Well done, Joyce. What is implied here? That you're a drunk? I am not a drunk. I am a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Should I tell her? Shake your hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold. She seems
I
relieved.
was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
So is she a representative of this government in some way then?
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
True.
But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme. Uh-oh.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Suggestion: it's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful. You are on a boat. That is a statement. Why, yes, I am. She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails fluttered overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Of course there are. She looks around. We are on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around. Yes, we are. She raises her brow. We are on Le Caillou? 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 I thought we were in Revicol. We are, and the city of Revicol is on the island of Le Caillou. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sell a boat around here. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kinema motor carriage either. Actually, the lieutenant becomes defensive. That motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revicol industrial harbor. It's not a toy. Neither is this. The woman pats the cabin hardtop. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revicol, between the city and the islands. Authority. She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps. So, does she have a name? She already gave us her name. The boat. Okay, that makes more sense. The boat? No, it is called Cordelate 19, because that's the type of sloop it is. The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. Shivers. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You are reminded of something, or someone. Cool, but your boat really needs a name, lady. Come on, Joyce. Let me name it? Okay, how about Cordelay 19? Why? She taps on the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound. Because it was manufactured in Revicol East by a company called Cordelay, and its hull is 19 paces long. How about Dolores? Why Dolores? I just like the name for some reason. I wonder if this is like my wife or something. My ex-wife. Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. Oh, how rude. How do you like it? My sloop? I like it a lot. Her lips curl into a wry smile. It's the Eels hips, baby. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating. Such sarcasm. I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? Oh. He's looking at the woman, assessing her. So that's his plan. He knows that we are completely incapable of actually conducting an interview. He wants her to be on edge a little bit. Ma'am, do you have a license for this boat? Officer, I assure you, I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator. Perception, sight. The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Half-light, qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license? Can I see your license, madame? I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once. Well, what happened the other time? The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now. I still need to see a license, ma'am? Actually, you don't. What do you mean? The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, look at me. No need to resort to self-pity, detective. You can still ask for her passport. You need to save face if you want her respect. Demand that passport. Yes, I am going to need to see your passport, ma'am. That's what I was really getting to with this whole thing. Of course. She searches the pockets of her raincoat, producing a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag. Everything appears to be in order. Actually, no, let's look at it. Look at her passport. The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vesper. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich segment. Look at the photo page. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revicol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Joyce Leighton Messier. Your name is Rejoice? Yes, but please don't call me that. Why? Joyce is much more efficient. Empathy? She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover. You're from Vesper? My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling. What? Okay. You know, married for convenience, I guess? Everything appears to be in order. She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat. I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Good. She takes a sip of her thermal cup. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What we do, I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. So what do they do? The Pines' core competency is logistics, container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. She points to the small dots on the horizon. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. We have airships in this world? Then to the east, toward the harbor, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil, and gas exploration, offshore platforms. Suggestion, success. She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more. How much money does Wild Pines have? I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. Encyclopedia, failure. A billion? The money I owe is so much less than that. Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on the Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility. So where does Wild Pines get all these billions? They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Cimarron and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lo Manthang on behalf of the suzerain. Oh, so many words. There are so many words. Now I'm starting to feel stupid. It's not just my character. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. So what does such a huge system want with a place like this? Look around. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? She gives you a little smile. Who were responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. Never forget that. We built this district, she says calmly. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plaza's meteor and mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to investments from the WP. She points behind you where the seawall rises. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbor, even before it was part of Revencal, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revicolian employees. A company getaway for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution, but that's another matter. She takes a sip. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built. Suggestion. With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.